Hi everyone and welcome. Let's talk about Mad Max Fury Road, the new reboot, retelling, rehash, remake, kind of sequel to one of the greatest movie apocalypto franchise road chasing, dirty, disgusting, awesome series that we have loved from the 1970s and the 1980s. It has actually been 30 years since Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome came out. And instead of Mel Gibson this time, we have Tom Hardy. But what's so unique about this whole franchise, and what made me excited about it the most, is that the man himself, director George Miller, who helped create and direct the first three films, he is back behind the camera, behind the script, and all in this. And that's what's so amazing about this film. Even before I saw it, that's what I thought was so cool about this follow-up. That I think we've been waiting a long time, not only 30 years, but I remember hearing about this film about 3 years ago, and I think that it's been in production for, at least production hell, for a very long time. You know, maybe at one time Mel Gibson was going to come back, and other times some other person was going to play Mad Max. But I'm glad Tom Hardy's here. We also have Charlize Theron and a cast of all kinds of other characters. Nicholas Hoult. I saw Zoe Kravitz. And one thing I didn't know until right before seeing the film, but the guy who played the bad guy in Mad Max 1, the first Mad Max in 1979, plays the bad guy in this film. Of course, he's playing two different characters, but to me that is just so cool. That is paid so much respect to the mythology, the art of this great filmmaker, George Miller, and it looks like he was trying to be as true as possible to the franchise that he helped create. And let's get into it. We don't need to know the story as Mad Max is going through the desert. He's fighting all these crazy people. We meet Charlize Theron, and there's plot, road chase, action. How did I feel about the movie? Well, I was so excited to see this film for the last 3 years at least, that it was actually going to be rebooted, because I love the Mad Max franchise, especially Road Warrior. I think Road Warrior, most people agree that Road Warrior is the best Mad Max movie out of the bunch, and I like Thunderdome, and I do enjoy Mad Max the original. If we didn't have the original, we wouldn't have this amazing franchise. So just so excited, and this is one of the most anticipated films for me for the entire year. And the trailers looked incredible. It looked like the director was going to use as many practical effects and makeup effects and all kinds of cool effects that are, before they start putting all the CGI in, it looked like they were going to try and make this as practical as possible. And I read somewhere after watching it is that he tried to only use CGI when he had to. Not when he wanted to or needed to, but when he had to. It was like the last resort. Because this movie looks so organic, orgasmic, so real, and you feel like you can go out and touch it. Now, I did not see it in 3D, and after watching it, I'm so thankful that I did not see the film in 3D. I think it would have took away from the experience, because this movie just feels real and in your face and right in your whole mind, without the stupid glasses. I mean, I already wear stupid glasses. I don't need another pair of stupid glasses. But what else can I say about this film? Well, hands down, this is one of the best films I've seen all year. It's one of the best action movies ever made, and it's a cinematic masterpiece. I mean, there's nothing really that I had any problems with while watching the film. There were some issues that I had because there is so much going on. There's so much going on in this film that you can forget some things or be worried that I don't know if that made perfect sense. And I got a chance to talk about with my friend Daniel Rester, because we went to a press screening, ran into Leonard Maltin and Patton Oswalt. That was pretty damn cool. But we talked about it, the film a little bit, and it kind of wired out some of the problems that I had with the film. Just some ideas that was like, what happened with that? What happened with that plot point? But it's a movie that I'm gonna have to see again. Once it was over, I wanted to just start it up again. Let's just watch it all over again, because it is just in your face, exciting action. The car chase sequences are some of the greatest you're ever going to see in your entire life. I love the production design, the makeup effects. I love the way people just looked in this film. They looked, I mean, everybody's human, but they looked like they were not human or some other planet. The way the makeup effects and the production and art direction in this movie. I know the Academy hopefully will honor this film on a technical level because it definitely deserves it, but I think George Miller deserves to be nominated for Best Director, at least Best Director. The acting is great. Everybody that's in, Nicholas Hoult, just awesome, and Tom Hardy's great, and Charlize Theron probably steals the whole movie every time she's in it. I like the supporting cast and the guy who was the evil man who was kind of chasing them to get his property back. Just so scary and creepy that it just had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. And the music by Junkie XL, I know he's done some other scores and he's going to do some more scores. Don't know what his real name is, but the music is, I think people who don't collect CDs anymore will want to rush out and get a copy of this soundtrack on CD. It's just that good. I can't wait to own it. And I looked at the credits. It looks like there's a CD, or at least a soundtrack attached to it. Hopefully it's available on CD because I want to own it. It's incredible music. Just incredible sound design. You just felt like you were really in there, in the action. The action was shot so well that whether it's shaky or just standing on one spot, you can see everything that's happening. I feel like nothing gets misplaced in any way when it comes to the action. It's in there, exciting, so fresh, so human. I mean, there was this. I couldn't tell when I was seeing something that was practical and that was something with CGI. I think that's a great job. Thanks to this great cast and crew to come together, take many, many years to make this film, put so much heart and love into this movie, and it shows. It's a fun action movie. It has a simple plot. Yes, the plot might, some people might be upset with how simple the plot is, and maybe the plot is pretty thin, but the plot is just good enough to get us to drive into this movie and feel the thrust of all the engines and the great visual of the cars, of the automobiles and the trucks and everything. And one thing I really loved about this film the most was one of these vehicles actually had its own soundtrack. So, in this day and age where we can't pop in a CD or a cassette anymore, or even an 8-track, what are we going to do? We're going to bring our own band, our own rock band, and there's people on with drums. There's this huge guy with his guitar, and it's exhilarating. So much fun, so exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing this again. I don't know if I want to go see it in 3D because seeing it in 2D was perfect. It was perfect. So if I go see this movie again really soon, I want to go see it as soon as possible. I'm going to go see it in 2D. I'm just going to make my way and just say, forget the 3D. Don't go see it in 3D. Don't support the 3D. Doesn't need it. The movie does need to be supported. We want more movies like this. I've heard that Tom Hardy has already signed on to do 3 more. I hope George Miller is up to the task because it's been 30 years since he's made a Mad Max movie. And, of course, he's been working in the business. And what's so great about George Miller? I want to talk about George Miller really quick. What's so great about him is that he is not just an action director. He has made dramas like Lorenzo's Oil. He has made comedy horror films like The Witches of Eastwick, and he did a segment in the original Twilight Zone movie from the early 80s. Check that out with John Lithgow on a plane. And he's also done family movies. He produced the first Babe, and he directed the second Babe, and then he went on to do Happy Feet 1 and 2. Never saw Happy Feet 2, but I think Happy Feet, the original, which is an Oscar winner, is a great film. This guy's amazing, and look what he can do after such a long period of time. I hope that he sticks with this franchise, and I would love for him to break free and make more movies like family movies or whatever. I just don't want him to stop, and I think we need to remember what a great director George Miller is and why he's important to the movie-loving community and the movie-loving world. And this is just a great example for that. I love this film. I don't really have any problems with it. They might be there when I see the movie again and see some issues, but overall, this is as perfect as a film like this can get. And for that, I am going to give Mad Max Fury Road, I'm going to give the film a solid 4 stars out of 4. You gotta go see this. Check it out. Comment box below. Let me know what you thought of this movie. And hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did, or even more. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel. And also, please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do. And I'll talk to you at my next movie review.